it's a privilege that I'm getting to speak to such an eminent jury. Uh, as a brief background, I've had the unique experience and a privilege of working in the Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana urban at the Government of India level also. And therefore, some of the talk that I would be giving on the Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana today would also incorporate my experiences here in the center as well as in the state of Uttar Pradesh. I'll just go to the next slide. As you are aware that this is one of the largest housing schemes of the world. And prior to that, the issue of housing itself was a very incremental one, where schemes were provided under the earlier schemes were intended to provide some bit of housing to people as a welfare measure. But after the government took over in 2014, the new government, they wanted to start a program which would perhaps solve the problem of housing in its entirety. Therefore, the concept of Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana came out. What was very unique to this scheme was that unlike earlier schemes which would set up a target, this scheme did not have a target, and they went for a housing shortage scheme, where they told that we will do a survey on the basis of which the demand will be set up, and we can take it as such. So a huge structure was created, and from an estimated demand of 1.2 crores, we started to work on these schemes. It also had another unique feature that instead of just having one or two types of houses, they went in for 4 verticals in which houses were provided to the beneficiary who had land, to a beneficiary who did not have land but needed a house, to the affordable housing in partnership along with the private sector. Then you also had a component by the name of credit linked subsidy, where a person could buy house in the open market or that of an authority by use of the banking mechanism. And the fourth component was that of the ISSR, which is the in situ slum rehabilitation program. Also, the quantum of the funds that were provided by the government of India for the first time was quite large, and a house was deemed complete only if it had toilet, kitchen, and light facilities, unlike the other schemes where only a structure was emphasized upon. And the quantum of the funds which was given was in the range of 1.5 lakhs to 2.6 lakhs. On that, the state usually added about another lakh or maybe more in southern states particularly. So this became quite a humongous assistance by the state. And as is seen in the philosophy, that this was an important nudge that the people of this country wanted, and they did get it. Uttar Pradesh, coming to Uttar Pradesh, what was unique was that between the launch of the program, 2014 to about 2017, it did not have a very important contribution in the scheme. And we were writing from the Government of India, but at a later stage, it really picked up well, and it went on to the extent of getting about 17 lakh houses. And it also topped one of the in many verticals at the Government of India level and in the country as well. So I'm going to share that story of how Uttar Pradesh made such a huge change. What were the various innovations? What is the model which can be replicated by other states, and how it has helped the people of this country? So coming to the first strategy of how exactly we went about doing it, this is the verticals I was spoken about it earlier, the 4 verticals, and how UP made a mark in the country. What was unique to the strategy of Uttar Pradesh was that we emphasized the role of technology in this in a big way, to be able to cater to problems of corruption, to be able to cater to problems of people not knowing about the scheme. This was almost entirely web enabled, where approach of the transfer of funds was through direct benefit transfer, where the beneficiaries were selected on account of use of Aadhaar, where the process approach towards the formulation of the DPR was done through independent agencies who would go and collect, and the official interaction would be there. And therefore, the accountability systems which were inbuilt within the scheme in UP also made a huge change in the structure and the transparency mechanism. As you will see from the picture, is that today UP stands at about 17.05 lakhs with completed houses of 12 lakh houses. Just to give you a broad figure, that between 4 and 14 in the entire country, the number of houses selected under JNNU-RM was to the extent of 12.41 lakhs, of which only 8 lakhs could be completed. So what we did as a country has been done by Uttar Pradesh in exactly 7 years. So you can imagine the expanse, the scope, the leadership, and the model which Uttar Pradesh adopted to do this. One of the very important aspects of why this performance was made possible was the very fact that in UP, where a lot of people, poor people were living and were not very sure about the grant actually coming to them, UP did the impossible, because Government of India usually gives the grants after some ground level work is over. UP took a risk, trusted its people, trusted its leadership, went ahead and gave 50,000 as advance after the selection of the beneficiary so that he could start the construction of the house. The second installment, which is usually 40%, was upped up and they gave 2 lakh rupees. And the last installment on the completion of the house, when some basic work is left, coloring and roof completion, etc., another 50,000 was given. So what it really ensured is that the progress of the first phase of the house, which was poor in the earlier stages in 16, 17, immediately went in a very, very rapid way, and the houses were then started, and within 1 or 2 years, it started rolling out in completions. For the affordable housing and partnership, UP did the very good thing of fixing the rates so that it does not become exploitative, and therefore encourage that class of people who would actually be able to buy the house, because the house value was restricted to about 6 lakh rupees. And therefore, it really helped a lot of many people to come out. Uttar Pradesh also initiated the fact that due to the intervention of technology, larger number of people were able to come. And therefore, the replicability, which is I'm talking about, is the fact that other states which lacked in performance will have to trust the people of this country, will have to provide funds to them to begin with, because they really don't know when the second installment is going to come about. Next is within this strategy is that as a matter of innovation, the various models were propagated amongst the people, 8 different models. Therefore, a poorest beneficiary who really wanted to make a house himself or herself would know what exactly this house is about, how it is to be made, what are the measurements, what size the bedroom, toilet, kitchen, etc. are going to be. So this was hugely emancipative. Also that housing for all never had a consideration of any caste, category, social category or such. Therefore, a very wide segment of population were able to get this house, and we were able to achieve the hitherto impossible, to the extent that the occupancy in these houses are close to 90%, 100% in the case of DNC. So this is very unique to this development. Another initiative I would like to talk about is the lighthouse projects, which was initiated by the Government of India, taken by the Government of UP, where these houses are being done with the use of modern technology in construction. This will again be available to the people of under the PMAY, and this will shortly be complete. Therefore, it shows how the state has gone ahead and embraced technology as a means of providing housing to the poorest who are deserving and who are eligible under this scheme. So this is again a very important mission, where these houses have been adopted and have been taken as complete by the month of December. Another aspect which UP is very, very uniquely implemented is the Angikar. Angikar essentially means to embrace, to bring forth. What it did was that house was itself not complete by itself, because houses are just walls. What UP did was it went on to take wastewater collection, kitchen garden, LED lights, Ayushman Bharat cards, LPG gas connection, wastewater conservation, all these issues which are so central to our thought process as a home, because it was not only 4 walls, as I told earlier, but they went on to become a home. They made responsible citizens, because if there is a green plantation, if there is a kitchen garden, they will cater to the micronutrient needs, to the small needs of the family. They will have a solar energy system by which energy requirements will be addressed. So this became a huge success, and at a country level also, though this scheme performed really well, Uttar Pradesh was one of those states which went ahead and embraced, as you will see it in the logo, that greenery, plantation, use of gas, use of electricity. In fact, you will be surprised to know that we got a study conducted by no less than Niti Aayog, which proved that these houses have enabled the people to score better marks, and the women in general have had better health, experiencing much better quality of toilet conditions from the earlier situation when they would go to defecate and go as a family outside the house, and they would have to face various kinds of situations. So this was a very unique step in which UP did really, really well. These are 3-4 things. The best performance came from districts. UP instituted an award system. We did very well in the country. And therefore, the entire state is really, really proud that from a measly little progress of 18,000 houses in 2017, we were able to come to about 18 lakh houses as I speak now. So this is a huge achievement. Replicability factor is really important, that if you trust your people, if you can provide funds, if you can have a good monitoring structure, you are destined to achieve success. So these are the two various things I would like to talk about, apart from Angikar, which I just spoke about. These are some of the glimpses of very satisfied people who have had unique experiences, and you will see that each house is named, and the women name being one of the primary concerns within the family, because we told that there is a condition that the house will be in the name of the women, has ensured not only happiness otherwise, but they are also able to get the home in their own name, and therefore achieve a lot of self-satisfaction and confidence. These are some houses across the state. You can see that how people have also brought in a much needed capital, which people always had but were not willing to invest because they needed the state support. And this is how people have participated in various campaigns. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Very good initiative, and I think you have nearly completed your target for completion of the Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana under this scheme. But how do you ensure that the annuities remain there and they are not reselling their houses?
The use of Aadhaar is a very good guarantee that the person, at least even if he wants to sell, will not be able to take it again. So that is a very good assurance. Suppose if I take a house and I cannot get another one, to the extent of selling the house or moving out, we did discuss this at some point of time. So it was thought that if a person needs money and if there is some requirement, since it is his own house, they would perhaps, if they want to, under such circumstance of a health problem or a daughter of a marriage or those kind of things, because you will appreciate that 1.5 lakh from Government of India, about 1 to 2 lakhs from the government of the state. Majority part of the construction still is paid by the beneficiary, because a house usually would come between 6 to 10 lakhs, different sizes or realities of a state, because a house in Mumbai would be more than what is in Raipur, and perhaps in Jharkhand it would be even cheaper. But the fact of the matter is about 60%, 50% is paid by the beneficiary or the bank. Therefore, the one is person paying a loan also. So they could sell it if they really want to, but surprisingly, you will appreciate that this has not really been the case. They love their houses. They keep it clean. I have visited almost entire country, and I've seen such proud faces, such weeping tears of happiness, that it gives me immense confidence that this scheme has been a game changer in the lives of people.
Thank you, sir. Excellent one.
Thank you very much.
Sir, as Mr. Sharma has mentioned, is there any statistics that how many people have availed this facility and subsidy and sold the houses as a percentage, something like that?
We did get one study conducted by the National Housing Bank of how many people were not paying the loans they had taken. So that was shockingly low at 0.4%. So this belief that people do not pay loans from this segment of population is a falsity spread by some people. Less than 1% people were in the non-performing assets or non-paying loans. But how many people have availed loan, that is also there. But how many have sold off has probably not been done yet, because this team is still under progress. So I would imagine that a lot of people are still getting in the house and occupancy is quite good.
But sir, in case of Delhi, when
Yes.
DDA allotted houses to the slum colonies, and then everybody sold it, and then again they applied. So you have done very good thing. At least you are linked it to Aadhaar, so that if once you have taken the subsidy, you cannot redo it.
Yes. Also, that Delhi case, you will appreciate that the houses which were made were really, really far, in really far off places, and it became a bit of a problem there. Also, that down the line genuine of houses is about 14, 15 years they've been made. So they have come with a policy. DDA is now coming up with a good policy. I hope that land being very costly in Delhi, the cost of these houses also, cannot be controlled. So that these are some problems Delhi has. But UP certainly were able to tide over them, and there is good occupancy, because the vertical which is very popular in UP is one in which the beneficiary has his own land. Therefore, they are making the house in their own land. And UP would not have the problem as Delhi has, because land in other cities of Uttar Pradesh is perhaps not as scarce as it is in areas like Delhi and Mumbai.
Okay, definitely. It seems that you have put in some innovative ideas like
Yes.
involving technology.
Angikar and
Aadhaar and
Angikar
things.
particularly was really, really good, because we went beyond the house. We went at satisfaction. We went at issues of women, issues of greenery,
Right,
financial inclusion, so much.
right,
Thank
right.
you so much.
Okay, all the best to you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
PM20 scheme, particularly because in UP we were the largest disburser of loans in PM20. In first also and in second also, and we have almost achieved. We have actually achieved the target which was given by the government of India. And regarding PM20 scheme, I want to give a small background of the scheme. It is particularly a loan scheme which was given to the street vendors during the COVID lockdown period. So in which the first loan is about 10,000 rupees, and the second loan is about 20,000, and third loan is about 50,000 rupees. So this scheme is very important because the street vendors are particularly very much important in the informal economy of the urban region, and it also played a very good role for capital infusion during COVID period, because during COVID period there were a lot of migrants also who came to UP. From different parts of the country, and we have to give a capital for them to start a business or start a small livelihood for them during COVID period. This is a small background, and this is the objectives of the scheme. So this scheme is being implemented by the Ministry of Housing and Urban Development, in which first loan is about 10,000, and after repayment of the first loan, it is a second loan about 20,000, and then third loan is about 50,000. And it is also about to increase the money flow in the economy during COVID period, and the vendors are also being digitally activated. The vendors are being given a QR code, UPI ID, and a QR code. It will also pay the way for digital transaction, and also to minimize the cash transactions in the economy. So these are some of the problems which we face, and during COVID period, to mobilize the vendors itself is a big task, because it is a loan scheme, so we have to motivate them to get a loan. So this was the major challenge. Then we have to provide, before taking the loan, they have to be registered as a vendor. So we have to provide them a certificate of vending and letter of recommendation by the local ULBs. And it was also a very huge task to motivate the vendors for digital transactions, because they were doing cash transaction and they were actually not ready to do the digital transaction. This was a very Herculean task. And then along with Swanidhi, the vendors were also being given benefited in other 8 schemes of Swanidhi Samriddhi, and in which also it also required to motivate the vendors to get benefits, because in other schemes there is a very small amount of premium which they will they have to deposit. So we have to motivate them for that also. So these are some of the problems which we faced while implementing the scheme. So what we did is it was actually a very rigorous monitoring at state level because SUDA generally we take care of the urban poverty alleviation schemes of the state government. So because COVID had a lot of migrated population, it was a very difficult time for them to see. So it was a rigorous monitoring at state level, which helped in achieving the targets with the maximum loan disbursement. And there are a lot of camps which happened at a district level, at ULB level, at vending zone level, so that maximum vendors coverage we can do. And there were very close coordination between the department, between SUDA and the ULB, which are different wings, and so that at ground level maximum vendors can be benefited. And there are a lot of social media and platforms which we used, like Facebook and radio jingles we used, and we use the multi-polls in the ULBs to popularize the scheme between the among the vendors. And then there was a proper review at SUDA level, and there is also a separate district level committee which was formed under the chairmanship of DMs of the districts, so that there is a proper monitoring and proper review of the schemes. So these are some of the other challenges which I've already said. So the problem is after taking the first loan, the vendors have to repay the first amount to get the second loan. So that was also a very heavy task, but a very difficult task which we are facing today also. But we are motivating the vendors so that they will get a good amount in the amount of 20,000 as in the second loan. The same is in third loan also. And then as I already mentioned, sensitizing the vendors for digital transaction was also one of the biggest challenges. So these are some of the innovations which we did in UP, so that we'll be able to cover maximum vendors, because UP disbursed about 8,30,000, 8,45,000 loan in the first, and approximately 1 lakh in the second loan. So we had a option of Swanidhi Mitra. So we had Swanidhi Mitras in different ULBs. So they were selected on consultation with the town vending committee, SSGs, and the ULB staffs. So this was done in order to this was done in order to popularize the scheme, and these Panditi Mitra actually help the vendors to bring them to the banks and to easy the loan process, the problems happening in the loan process. They were helpful in that. And then every Friday of a week is dedicated for Swanidhi and Swanidhi camps, and then monthly special camps were organized. And then state government particularly issued a notification for removal of stamp duty on the loan. And there was special loan melas during Diwali, Holi, and other festivals. And there is also, we had a close coordination with the IPBB, which is Indian Postal Payments Bank, in order to make the vendors digitally active, because we had a very huge problem in making the vendors digitally active, and also to increase the digital transaction. So we had a MOU with the Indian Post Payments Bank, and they are particularly working in the 7 districts of Bundelkhand to make for digital activation. And we also involved the SHG women. SHG women were particularly involved in making the vendors digitally active by distributing the QR code, and also to give them digital training, how to use the QR code and how to get the cashback facilities and others. See, these are some of the outcomes which I have already mentioned. So we have achieved this much loan, 8,51,000 as a first loan, and 1 lakh in second loan. And we also have given 15,26,000, which are the family members of the loan takers, the family members of the vendors. We have done this much of profiling, and they are also benefited by different aid government schemes in Swanidhi Samruddhi. And approximately 3,24,471 vendors are digitally active in UP across 8,51,000. And out of 10 million plus cities, 6 cities of UP are top in the country in terms of loan disbursement. Lucknow and Kanpur stands first and second. Out of 10 major plus cities, 7 cities of UP take the best position in the country. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Very good project. In fact, this was the need of the hour to support these street vendors, because they constitute an important part of our economy. And particularly during the COVID phase, they were very badly hit. badly. There was no way that they could be revived. Excellent work. Congratulations for your contribution. Thank you.
Good project, ma'am. I don't have any specific question to ask. Thank you.
Thank you.
First of all, I would just like to Neha Sharma. Currently, I'm holding the designation of Director Urban Local Bodies with the government of Uttar Pradesh. And we in this category have submitted a noble initiative which was taken up by the Directorate last year, and it has been in place for some time, and it has benefited us all. So I would like to make my presentation on e-Vetan. This is an online salary management system. We call it SMS. And this very system has been able to help us leverage our position of human resource management, as well as take a stride into minimizing the kind of litigations we faced as a body. So first, I would like to explain what is e-Vetan. E-Vetan, as the name itself signifies, it is the salaries of our employees. And e-initiative, we kind of took an umbrella initiative in which, in order to provide a lot of transparency, accountability, and real-time data management for our employees. It handles all the employees' personal information, and it is a permanent database which calculates salaries and henceforth timely compliances of their increments and also the bonuses. So ULBs, the urban local bodies, no longer need any dedicated resource to manage the salary payouts and the statutory compliances which keep happening over a period of time. So this software had an inbuilt provision, and we try and customize it as in when some statutory compliance is required over a period of time, then we can customize it. So with e-Vetan, the ULB has been, the urban local body has been able to save on money, time and effort, as we all know that an e-initiative always helps in this circularity, and this is what it has helped us achieve. So the key features, as we see, all the employees who are there with our urban local bodies, there are 762 of these urban local bodies in Uttar Pradesh. So when this e-Vetan was devised, we had 752 of them. The new ULBs will also be expanded in its ambit. So it ensures the payroll and all the statutory calculations in an automated form, an online salary payment through PFMS, and detailed payroll reports for tax filing and understanding payroll expenses are also ensured. So I would also be talking about the uniqueness which comes with this e-Vetan portal. First of all, of course, we had a huge database of employees, which is about 1 lakh employees working with us in different capacities. So it maintains a database for our employees. Secondly, a dashboard login is there with the directorate, with at my end at additional director accounts he operates, and also at the urban local bodies end, where the employees various functions can be updated over a period of time. And along with this, salary management, history of work, their key performance indicators are also inbuilt. So it not only is about the salary management, it is also holistically talking about the human resource management, their performance also. It also has been able to change the kind of work style we have so far. So this has been really helpful as in our work culture also, we see immense improvement. And finally, as I had already said, that it can be customized as per the uniqueness is there, that over a period of time, some new directive comes for as salary increases or some other statutory compliances keep happening, so we can customize it as per our need. This is one small dashboard snapshot which I would like to share, which talks about how our data it talks about the kind of data we have inbuilt in this. As you can view, their salary head-wise contributions, and it talks about the advances any employee has taken, the income tax return, the GST, NIPS. Contractual employees also have their salary component. Our outsource employees have their salary component. So it talks about all the ESIC and EPF requirements for the contractual employees are also inbuilt into it. So it is about the different categories of our employees and how their database, this entire dashboard shows at a glimpse that employee-wise categorization which has happened, and also the kind of categories that we have, and of course the compliances we need to do over a period of time. This is just a snapshot of the database, the dashboard. Now this slide talks about the employee type wise summary, which is actually our urban local bodies have 4 different categories of employees. The permanent employees are there. They have their own set of different kind of categories are Nagar Nigams, Nagar Palikas, Nagar Panchayats, and of course, I missed out on the screen, please. Just a second. Akhil, can you, I request that the screen can be seen with you all?
Yes, screen is with me, ma'am.
Is it visible? Some problem?
Yeah, the screen is visible, ma'am.
Okay, just a second. Give me a moment. Yes. So there are permanent set of employees, and there are contractual employees who work who are the non-permanent staff, but there is a contractual employees of Safai Karmi, especially the ones involved with the Swachhata drive, have immense number in that. Then there are pensioners. This is one segment which we really thought that this e-Vetan portal has been able to help us, because there were issues with the pensioners, there were GPF issues, there were many issues with all the pensioner employees had to go because of non-compliances over a period of time. So the data has been able to figure out when someone's pension is due, when if one of our pensioner unfortunately dies, then the family details are also inbuilt. So it talks about very holistic data for our pensioner employees. And lastly, the daily wager employees, because urban sector has a lot of daily wager employees. So it helps us keep track of our Safai Karmis and daily wagers, and all the salary bills are generated. So these are the 4 type of employee structures this whole e-Vetan covers. The next slide talks about, this is a snapshot of one of our Nagar Nigam, Shahjahanpur, trying to put here that in the month of August, these different categories of employees, for instance, it talks about the department, the sub-department they are working into, the code is there, the employees details are there, designation is there, the number of days that employee has contributed, and metrics, or that metrics is already inbuilt there. Pay without deductions is already shown. Then the basic salary which is there, and HRA and other kind of deductions, they are also showcased in this. So this particular slide talks about how very in a very transparent manner every employee is able to know his details, and he or she is able to reap the benefits of this. Payslip sample in the next slide I want to showcase that this is a computer generated payslip, and which any employee is able to assess every month, and this is how we are doing it for our 1 lakh plus employees every month. So now I would like to come at the outcomes, which are largely what exactly the portal has been able to help us with. So systematic database management has happened, and this portal provides us a complete information of employees' profile. So currently, now we have 9,142 employees, 48 employees who are registered on this portal, and there are divisions like centralized 2,100, non-centralized figure, which is 48,000 plus employees, and pensioners we have 24,000 plus pensioners. When I spoke about Samvida or the outsourcing ones, we have 20,000 plus Samvida employees. So it's a very quick and analytic data which we generated through this e-Vetan portal. We can help real-time monitoring on this. And error-free because all the systems are already inbuilt and an accurate salary processing is done. Also get a sense of transparency and reassurance that their predefined process is able to help them. There is security in this method, that data is encrypted and of course password protected, and ease of governance is what we are leading it to promote a lot of transparency. So it has been we've been able to scale it up and replicate it, and there are certain challenges and effects because earlier there was some sort of resistance as people thought that this this system might not be as easy to operate, and there required a lot of capacity building with each and every employee, so which we did over a period of time. And the change in workflow was also people were slightly resistant about, but now that dependency and of course error-free kind of data able to supplement their assurance, and now they are able to equip themselves better off in this particular. So this is what the challenge is, but we have been able to overcome these challenges through an organized set of training, counseling of employees, and one common portal, which is an umbrella ambit for our urban local bodies. And of course, the financial it shows has been really helpful. So pre-deployment of this particular database, we had a lot of variation in our salary management. There was no umbrella in between. So of course, every ULB had its own way of documenting employee details. So there was no homogeneity. Now with the post deployment of this particular have a credible database, minimized a lot of manual intervention, and documentation has streamlined a lot. And for a huge open force like that, we need documentation. Of course, in the outset, as I elaborated, designing of the promoting good governance and transparency. So this is what I share with you all. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Very comprehensive presentation. In fact, it has brought in efficiency and transparency, particularly of those who are pensioners, because they were not getting their payments earlier. Excellent project. I have no specific question to ask.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. No specific question. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Good evening, sir. Please presentation continue करिए.
Sir, good evening. Respected dignitaries who are in the presentation and other participants, good evening. I am Dr. Srinivasan, Member Secretary, Tamil Nadu State Council for Science and Technology. I am very happy to present my topic on human capacity building to the SKOCH Award presentation. Thank you very much for your invitation. And now let me start our presentation. Sir, our Tamil Nadu State Council for Science and Technology is promoting science and technology to the students and the researchers and other people belongs to Tamil Nadu. Especially it is a state council, and here we are having nearly 15 academic programs for supporting school children, college students, and research scholars, scientists, and self-help group, and various people, various level of people. You see here in the bottom of pyramid, it is outreach program, popularization of science and technology, assistance for science and technology publications, quality improvement of science education in schools. And the school level, we are training the students, young student scientist program. And another one is college level, we are having student projects team. I will explain in detail in later. Etc. And finally, award and presentation for Cancer Award, we are giving to the scientists, those who are working here. Dissemination of innovation technology, wherever innovation is available, including agriculture, veterinary, medical science, and all engineering and arts and science college. We are giving support for disseminating this particular concept. And another one is capacity building for industrial needs, that we will take it later. And we are very much concentrating on IPR incubation center and IPR activities throughout Tamil Nadu. These are all the challenges we are having: insufficient self-employment through entrepreneurship, lack of knowledge on current syllabus and technology development, and a lack of practical knowledge in science and technology with real life applications. Now here, as far as capacity building is concerned, we are having science and technology capacity building for industrial needs, quality improvement of science education in rural schools, research fellowship for research scholars in government colleges, and STEM activities for school students, and that is school children. Here I want to explain about what is science and technology capacity building for industrial needs. The programs enable students of engineering and polytechnic institutions of our state to improve their soft skills for employment and also promote self-employment through entrepreneurship. The organizations such as District Industry Center and this industry resource persons are involved in the successful conduct of this program. Every year, this program is organized in 15 districts of our state. 6 days programs are organized in 2 phases with a minimum of 300 students per program. Total beneficiaries 4,500 students. During 2021-22, total of 30 such programs include 2021 conducted different 30 different institutions, polytechnics and engineering college. Those who are studying final year students, we are giving training as well as skill training for the students. And the second one is human capacity building. That is also we are train the teachers, that is quality improvement of science education in rural schools. In-service training is provided to school science teachers who are handling the science subjects of 6th standard to 8th standard. This will help update their knowledge on the current syllabus and new developments in science and technology, which enable them to teach well. Every year, this program being conducted in 10 districts for 50 teachers in each district and benefiting 500 teachers for a period of 5 days. Here, we are all in the morning session, the expert will give a lecture, and afternoon, the real practical training will be given to how to learning and teaching methodology, how we can improve all these things we are dealing. After 1 week training, definitely the teachers will get a very good exposure, how to take up the simple concept to complicated concept of science and technology to reveal the students' level. Under these programs, a monthly next one is, third one is research fellowship for research scholars in government colleges. Under these programs, a monthly stipend of rupees 10,000 per month is given to fellowship. and 30,000 per year towards contingency for a total period of 2 years. Those research students who have enrolled already for PhD and successfully published at least 2 research papers in indexed journals are considered for this grant. This is widely we are giving the support to the students, those who are not getting any fellowship or any mentorship. The research and development assistance to the weaker sections of the society is enabled successfully through schemes such as research fellowship to research scholars in colleges and science and technology infrastructure development of government colleges. And the third one is an initiative ensuring learning science practically through technical demonstrations and hands-on experience. Interested students, this is mainly for STEM activities for school students, and also this leads to next level is college students. And here, interested students from standard 6th to 8th studying in schools are selected, and they are given exposure in the field of science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. The students will be trained for 3 days for obtaining maximum exposure to the science-related technology. They will be engaged in hands-on activities. This training will help in shaping their career. Benefited nearly 384 students from 3 districts, and this year onwards, 36 districts we are planning to take up this task. Main thing is the innovation and initiation for development of any technology, any concept in the student level, it will be very interesting thing. For example, even Google and other Facebook, these are all developed by students. So this type of culture we have to create to the student level. And apart from that, we are also conducting National Science Day and National Mathematics Day throughout a year, and especially National Mathematics Day. During the day celebration, mega rally will be there, student level workshop and quiz competition and other important things. Even for school teachers also we are giving training, and we are also interconnecting with central and state institutions which are doing some good research work. They will also expose their research activities to witness the student community. These 3 places we have taken up this task last year. And this is the glimpses of some important events. In Sri Krishna Arts and Science College in Coimbatore, we have celebrated this particular event, and there nearly some 5,000 students at a time participated in various activities. This is inauguration session and quiz competition and math rangoli, and here pencil sketching and paper presentation. All these things in one group we have conducted. This is a mega hall, and nearly some 2,500 students are witnessing during inaugural and valedictory function. And some of the math model expos also we are very much interested, and that also we are having some nearly 20 models we have fabricated, and this is given to during even school teacher training program. This kit is given to teaching community. In turn, they will teach further minimum 100 to 200 students in a year. Then it will reach mega scale to the society. And here, National Science Day, we have celebrated one great scientist, Dr. Abdul Rahman, who is 83 years old, and I am telling he is a young scientist, and he is also giving a lot of ideas and research activities to the student community as well as teaching fraternity. And here some glimpses of the events we have displayed here. And after completion, we are giving participation certificate and the prize winners, some medals and certificates also we are issuing all the places. Here another one is Surya Group of Institutions. We have conducted this particular program. Wherever we are conducting, we are also calling vice chancellors and some, for example, Indira Gandhi Atomic Research Center, IGCOR in Kalpakkam, the director also coming, and they will also coming and displaying their activities. Here you see the Dr. Venkat Raman, who is a director of IGCOR. During the valedictory, he has given a valedictory address, and he has distributed the prizes to the students. Like this, this is also Central Electrochemical Research Institute. We have collaborated with the SICRI. Here, Madam Dr. Kalai Chelvi. At that time, she was the Director SICRI. Now she is the Director General, Council of Scientific and Industrial Research, CSR. Very recently, she is appointed as a DG, Director General. And here in Loyola College, we have conducted this program. Nearly 30,000 students has participated. Here, our Honorable Minister for Higher Education during the inaugural function. And we are always sensitizing to the students and our community about science and technological activities, so that vibrant activities we can taken up here. Here you see the IGCAR their activities and whatever they are having the investigations and their research activities here displayed. And here STEM activities demonstration for the school students, that also we are fun with chemistry, fun with mathematics, like that. In a fun way, we have to teach the students easier and enjoyable way. They have to learn the principles and other custom things.
Sorry to interrupt you, sir. I request you.
Final one. This is also another student project scheme. This is very interesting scheme. Those who are studying final year of engineering and all postgraduate of all disciplines, including agriculture, biology, environment, engineering and technology, medicine, social science, and veterinary science. Normally, we are selecting this. We have started this program in the year 1993 with 3 projects. Right now, we have reached during 2021 to 22 a total of 1,071 projects are supported, benefiting 2,618 students. These are all the application we have received. Nearly some 11,546 we received. Discipline wise, we just given the calculation. Here, number of students we have, number of projects supported 1,071. This is during one inaugural session. We are also, whatever research they have completed, we are collecting all the research articles. We are compiling one compendium and we are releasing during the seminar cum exhibition. We are calling all the students in one place. We are giving TA, DA and residents, whatever facilities we are arranging. And the final, we are concluding the session in seminar cum exhibition. Here, they are also not only giving seminars, but also they also exhibited their inventions, whatever discovery, innovation is there, they will display, and we are selecting and giving prize also. We are also interconnecting with the industrial people, and if there is any patent, we are also giving patent facilities through our council. And these are all the final day valedictory function. This is a very glance feature roadmap. Science and technology capacity buildings, industrial needs. The districts covered 15, in future plan 37, beneficiaries 300 to 500, number of phases 2 to 5 phases, total beneficiaries 4,500. And finally, this is the things. And here quality improvement also, we are planning every year 1,850 teachers, but this also we are planning with the school education department. We want to give it to taluk level, and the block level we are planning to take it up. And research scholar also we want to increase. STEM activities we will increase, sir. Thank you very much. If you have any
Jury members.
Thank you, sir. Very good presentation. In fact, I would like to share with you one of my concern. At the 9th, 10th classes particularly, these public schools, the so-called public schools who don't have much laboratory infrastructure. If they have, they just keep the equipment as showpiece. They don't allow the students to touch them, to experiment them. So there is hardly any do-it-yourself type of culture at the 9th and 10th level. There may be at the 11th or 12th level, but at 9th and 10th, it is not there. Sir, you may recall that when you were a student and I was also a student, in 9th and 10th, there used to be many practicals. So we developed interest towards science and engineering at the early age. So do you have any experience or want to say something on this?
Yeah, very interesting thing, sir. Normally, if you see the student, the people, those who are studying, comparing NEET, and they want to go only with, if they are not getting any admission in the MBBS, they will go to biotechnology or even some biological related. But why this particular student is immediately they will tell mathematics is the problem. We have to teach mathematics easier, enjoyable way. The students should not feel it is a cobra. Mathematics is cobra. Like that, I have developed nearly. I want to show it also one small thing. But I am also asking you, sir, what is pi? Normally, I ask the question pi. Pi means immediately everybody tell 22/7 or 3.14. It is in world level, every teacher, every student, everybody tell. But really, if you take it, what is the area of circle? Pi r square. What is the perimeter of the circle? 2 pi r. Everywhere the pi is there, but nobody is bothered about what is pi. For that also, we have taken a small gadgets with acrylic sheet in the circle. We have developed some 22 small pieces. You just to put it, sir. And across the thing, you place a dia circle. There you take 7 pieces and put it there. It holds good. So the perimeter divided by dia, that is 2 pi r divided by d is equal to 2 pi r divided by 2 r, that is equal to pi. Like that, we have developed a lot of small gadgets that is also available here. You see, by showing this type of activities, people also getting thrilled, and they are also very interesting in the very interested things. And if you teach some of the concept like this, all the students will attract towards mathematics. That is main thing, sir. You see here, we have developed this particular small gadget. It is made of acrylic structure. Even if you give it to one teacher, he can hold good in even 4 or 5 years, it will be there. Each teacher trained at least 200 to 300 students, then entire our India, we can develop this type of activities. So that you see here also that coins, red coins, red and white like that. 15 white and 7 red, you put it in the round the table, around the circle. And if you put it across here, only 7 it will be there. Like that, some interesting thing we have developed. We have take it like this, so that students will definitely get excited and they will come forward in further activities, sir. This type of things we want to
Thank
develop
you, sir.
throughout
Thank
India.
you. Thank you, sir. Thank you,
That is
sir.
our-
Please.
Thank
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. But sir, the focus should be on getting innovative things done, and then the patents. So if the focus is not
Yeah,
towards
you are correct, sir.
patents.
We among 32 council, 5 council has been selected by our DST in TIFAC section. We got the excellence in patent activities. And yesterday only we received a very good funding mechanism. At right now we are having 2 people working. Another 2 people they have sanctioned. And we are also from Tamil Nadu state government, 50 lakhs we are putting together. We have sensitized the entire Tamil Nadu about IPR activities. It is very, very important. As you like innovation and startup India, all these things, our India is also coming 46 to 40. Like that, if we sensitize about all the educational institution, and also we have established 23 PI cell, patent information cell in our Tamil Nadu. Like that, all councils are doing good work. Here, another 7 cell we are going to establish. So 30 cells altogether. Every year we are increasing the patent and GI and all designing patents, everything. Even for school students, whoever is having some innovation, they can send an application to us. We will have a drafting. All the things we are supporting to the not only students, general public also. In that way, we are enlarging our activities throughout Tamil Nadu.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Screen. Sir, I have shared screen.
अच्छा रोहित तुम बताओ ये
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, let me start.
yes please start
Sir, is there a homepage Directorate of Correctional Service? Objective, sir, this is the e-prison's main objective. Common software suite for all the prisons throughout the country and centralized system for all the prisons in the state. And total in the West Bengal, sir, total 60 correctional home, 8 central, 13 district correctional home, 30 subsidiary, 1 women, 4 open and 4 special. Connectivity to prison headquarter PHQ. Integrated data and information about crimes and criminal histories of the prisoners. Support for the court prisoners information and support for police and other investigation agencies, authorities, and seamless integrated with the ICJS, Integrated Criminal Justice System. The whole ICJS system is based on 5 pillars: CCTNS, 2 e-court, 3 e-prisons, and 4 e-prosecution, and 5 for e-forensic. Then second is why e-prisons? Sir, why e-prisons? In I some note that the highly effective and useful the maintain huge volume of online database, the prisoners and other prison related information, computerized and integrated database. All except required for customization are pre-materialized and can extend the any prison. Centralized application, hence new features are rolled out the updation and quickly. System encapsulate various manual working pattern of the prison. Modular and role-based access control. Application is security audited and re-audited on regular intervals. And the system can be adopted by the prison department of the state, province, and with minimum customization. Any prisoners can be traced, tracked centrally from the headquarters through the system. Periodically data report and prepare for NCRP, court, NHRC, and CID, etc. The basic of information stored in e-prisons. Sir, this is the some picture is the home page. This picture is the NPIP portal, and enter the login credential here. And after login, this home page is the click here the new prisoner entry, and some new prisoners entry. Then I have checked the fingerprint searching. Sir, I am audible.
Yes, yes, you are audible. You can speak in Hindi.
हाँ सर, ये ओके सर. एक्चुअली सर यहाँ पर हम लोग कोई प्रिजनर्स को हम लोग लाते हैं तो उनको फर्स्ट हम लोग नेम और फिंगरप्रिंट के थ्रू सर्च करते हैं. तो फिंगरप्रिंट सर्चिंग में सर हम लोग वहाँ पर एक पिक्चर दिखाया है. कोई भी प्रिजनर्स का हम लोग का डेटाबेस रिकैप्चर कर लेते हैं. मतलब उसको स्कैन करके हम लोग आइडेंटिफाई कर लेते हैं कि वो इसके पहले वो करेक्शनल होम में आया है कि नहीं आया है. ठीक है. ये सर उसका एंट्री कर लेने के बाद ऐसा एक न्यू एंट्री होता है तो जीआईडी क्रिएट होता है. जीआईडी वहां पर एक जेल आइडेंटिफिकेशन डिटेल्स, एंड देन आफ्टर जीआईडी दिस इज द होम पेज. प्रिजनर प्रोफाइल होम पेज. प्रिजनर प्रोफाइल होम पेज में अपडेट डिटेल्स, फोटो कैप्चरिंग, फिंगर कैप्चर, केस एंट्री, केस एक्शन एंट्री, दिस टाइम ऑफ सम वेरियस इंफॉर्मेशन यहाँ पर हम लोग सब अपडेट करते हैं. उसके बाद फोटो कैप्चर लेते हैं. फोटो कैप्चर करने के बाद कोई भी नया प्रिजनर हम लोग के पास अगर आते हैं तो उनका हम लोग फिंगरप्रिंट कैप्चर करते हैं. फिंगरप्रिंट उन लोग को रिकॉर्ड लेते हैं. ये आफ्टर फिंगरप्रिंट रिकॉर्ड हो जाने के बाद सब इस तरह का वो टोटल प्रोफाइल हम लोग अपडेट करते हैं, जिससे जहां पर हम लोग प्रिजनर को ट्रांसफर करना, प्रिजनर का पैरोल डिटेल्स अपडेट करना, प्रिजनर को रिलीज करना, हॉस्पिटल एडमिशन है तो उसको हॉस्पिटल एडमिशन यहाँ पर हम लोग सब अपडेट करके वो डेटाबेस में सेव रहता है. ये सर है हम लोग का यूजिंग जनरल क्वेरी. ये हम लोग का रिपोर्ट जनरेट में आता है. तो सर जनरेट इन क्राइटेरिया वाइज रिपोर्ट ऑफ द प्रिजनर्स. यहाँ से हम लोग टोटली वेरियस टाइप ऑफ रिपोर्ट हम लोग जनरेट करते हैं और वो रिपोर्ट को हम लोग एक्सेल थ्रू डाउनलोड भी करते हैं. वो पीडीएफ में भी डाउनलोड होता है. कोई भी प्रिजनर्स को हम लोग इजिली यहाँ से ट्रैक कर लेते हैं. वो प्रिजनर किस जगह पे है और उसका लोकेशन क्या है और उसका डेटाबेस क्या है, उसका डॉक्यूमेंट्स, एवरीथिंग अपलोड यहाँ पर हम लोग टोटल डिटेल्स यहाँ पर हम लोग रखते हैं. इवन ना कि वो प्रिजनर्स का फैमिली डिटेल्स भी हम लोग यहाँ पर अपडेट रहता है. वो प्रिजनर्स के साथ कौन मिलने आ रहा है, कौन उसके साथ वो जेल में एंट्री मतलब इंटरव्यू हुआ है, वो सभी डिटेल्स हम लोग यहाँ से जनरेट कर सकते हैं. ये टोटली एक जनरल क्वेरी का रिपोर्ट है. इसके बाद सर हम लोग का एक प्रिजन्स में एक पोर्टल ओपन किया गया है, कियोस्क. Why kiosk? The DCS implemented prisoner self-service system known as the kiosk. An enable prisoner becomes sufficient submitting request, obtaining information with electronic fixed device of kiosk. इसमें क्या है सर, प्रिजनर खुद ब खुद अपना इंफॉर्मेशन खुद चेक कर सकता है. ऑर्डर जैसे हुआ, मैं कुछ पॉइंट आउट दिया हुआ हूँ. Order canteen and property item, transfer money their phone account, view their account balance and transaction, lodging request, view meal available, view visit booking, view information published by the department. यहाँ पर सर जैसे ये कियोस्क का एक होम पेज है, यहाँ पर प्रिजनर अपना पीआईडी नंबर एंटर करते हैं. पीआईडी मींस हुआ प्रिजनर आइडेंटिफिकेशन डिटेल्स. वो पीआईडी देने के बाद उसको वेरीफाई किया जाता है और वो फिंगरप्रिंट के थ्रू सर वेरीफाई होगा. वो फिंगरप्रिंट अपना खुद रखेगा, वो पीआईडी देके एंटर करेगा तो उसका टोटल प्रोफाइल ओपन हो जाएगा. और वो यहाँ पर जो जो सर इंफॉर्मेशन दिया हुआ है वो इंफॉर्मेशन वो खुद ब खुद अप्लाई कर सकता है. उसके लिए वो किसी को बोलने का और किसी को रिक्वेस्ट करने का कोई ऑप्शन नहीं है. वो खुद अप्लाई कर सकता है. वो अपना कोर्ट हियरिंग देख सकता है, उसका कब रिलीज है, उसका किस केस में पनिशमेंट है, क्या क्या केस में उसके साथ कौन सा लॉयर उसका केस देख रहा है, वो सभी इंफॉर्मेशन वो देख सकता है यहाँ से, ये कियोस्क के थ्रू. और सर ये हम लोग का एक सिस्टम ई प्रिजन्स में ही हम लोग का है, वीएमएस, विजिटर मैनेजमेंट सिस्टम. Visitor management system, sir, is the accurately, quickly capturing visitor pictures and their document information with photos. Create one-time use visitor pass slip, features for future for prisoners and visitors photo, their names, visit date, visitor document details, etc. Restriction multiple visit particular prisoners. Specified list of visitor may be created as per wish. Searching of visitor details long run more easy than manual system. Sir, let me 1 minute, sir. My laptop is the battery weak. I have plug in charging and then I continue. Prosun, sir. Please, sir, you continue. I said 1 minute, sir, time.
Respected sir, actually, being the state nodal officer, I look after this one e-prisons project. This is the one of my projects. Another is ICJs. Then all the national programs are here. Another is Nirbhaya project. Another is e-court project, and also run e-office in West Bengal in our directorate. So, but the e-prison is very sensitive. Actually, most of the prisoners, they are looking after their own details. They can help from this VMS system. They can. Now I am coming my which the data. The challenge is the main points. The challenges. We started this e-presence in West Bengal from 2006 to 2015. It's a long period, and we have faced many. I mean, most of our staff, they are very much blocked. That is the main issue. In that period, we wanted to start this, e-system in our prisons department. Actually, prison department is a very old, this is a British period department, very old department. So all the prisons, they used to run with, manual books, manual registers, all these. But manual books and manual registers can be destroyed, can be missed. And few years back, some incidents happened in our one central correctional home, central prison in Kolkata, that is in Damdam Central Correctional Home. Actually, some prisoners, they also agreed, they have, they burned the total central jail in West Bengal, the Damdam Central Correctional Home. So they have destroyed all the, court warrants, all papers, all registers, nothing was left. Nothing were left, all the computers, everything. But we got the benefit from e-prisons. At that time, just 2 years back, we had more than 3,800 prisoners in Damdam Central Correctional Home. So we had lost more than 3,800 court warrants. And that is very, very important. But we kept all data in our e-prisons database in our cloud. So after this, we have recovered all the data. We have taken print out and we sent to the concerned learned courts, and we got the signature and the stamp of the learned magistrates and learned judge. And afterward, we could run our Damdam Central Correctional in a proper manner, just for this e-presence database system. But
Sir, I am available.
let me finish, right?
Okay, sir.
On this e-presence system, we have faced many challenges. First challenge is the mental block of our staff and officers. They never wanted to start this program. So for that, I used to actually, few years back, I was the administrative officer in Regional Institute of Correctional Administration, a very renowned training academy of West Bengal. So I had arranged many workshops for motivating our staffs and officers who are looking after this e-presence system for all correctional homes in West Bengal. I had faced an issue, that is the manpower issue. We didn't have trained manpower. We have manpower, we have CPOI, we have armed officers, we have trained officers for security purpose, but we didn't have any trained official, trained like data entry operator, software support personnel who can run this system, electronic system more easily. We didn't have that. System, we had correctional home management system that was only a local server-based system. We didn't get any benefit from that local server-based system. We couldn't get any data by sitting in the headquarters. But this e-presence brought us a big opportunity. We can get any data of any correctional home in West Bengal sitting at the headquarters. That is a very big opportunity for us. The third issue was the network connectivity. All the prisons are connected with internet baseline connection. We took this connection from BSNL. But few years back, you all know that BSNL was not that much sufficient for giving uninterrupted internet service. Real-time projects. So we need constant internet connection. Without any internet connection, that is the backbone also. Without any internet connection, we cannot update any data of any prisoner. The fourth problem was.
Sir, sorry to interrupt you. I request you to please conclude in another 1 minute.
Yes, sure. I'll then the final issue is the fund issue. The fund is a very big problem. 6 years back, we have given our hardware to all correctional home, but after this 5 years, now we have become a e-waste center. We are collecting those old computers. We cannot give for the shortage of funds to new hardwares, but we are just repairing from the old computers. Still, we are running this system. We are giving the best data service to our learned courts. We are sharing data with the police authority. And still, after this initiative, still we are one of the pioneer states in India for running e-presence suite. And then last year, we got the highest award in e-presence project, that is the Platinum Award, received by West Bengal for this development. Thank you so much, sir. I finished, sir. Rohit, if you wish to share some slideshows, please show. In a very short. The pictures you can
Sir, I
share.
am audible and screen share, sir.
Finish it within 1 minute. Just share some pictures.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, I am audible.
Yes,
Yes, sir. Sir, this is VMS, and after VMS, this type of some show is showing. कुछ picture मैंने सर यहाँ पर show करवाया है. जो विजिटर जो इनमेट के घर वाले आ रहे हैं, तो उनका पिक्चर कैसे हम लोग कैप्चर कर रहे हैं और उसका डेटाबेस में सेव हो रहा है. और वो पिक्चर सेव होने के बाद उसका जो पास प्रिंटेड है, इंटरव्यू करने के लिए एक पास जनरेट होता है. वो पास प्रिंटेड हम लोग यहाँ पर उसको प्रिंट आउट करके वो इनमेट के घर वाले लोग को हाथ में दे देते हैं. उसके बाद उनका इंटरव्यू होता है. ये VMS गया सर. उसके बाद सर बेनिफिट ऑफ ई कोड प्रोडक्शन सिस्टम. ई कोड प्रोडक्शन सिस्टम हम लोग का फुल फेस में यहाँ पर वेस्ट बंगाल में हम लोग ई-प्रिजन के थ्रू कनेक्ट मतलब स्टार्टिंग है. We can say some point इधर point out मैंने किया है. Government funds such as saving fuel, police vehicles, development, youth police personnel, etc. Scope of escaping prisoners and transit learned code can secured. smuggling illegal materials stop completely. And main, sir, achievement is the COVID-19 time pandemic situation, and 1.45 lakh of prisoners produced before learned court through video conference. The learned courts or correctional home authorities could avoid spreading deadly coronavirus through this system. ये सर, ये हम लोग का ई-कोर्ट सिस्टम इस टाइम में बहुत ही हेल्पफुल हुआ। प्रिजनर्स का कोई भी केस, उनका बेल्ड आउट, उनको पैरोल, वो सब हम लोग कंटिन्यू किए। किसी को भी कोई प्रिजनर्स का कुछ हैम्पर्ड नहीं हुआ, सब अपना इजीली अपने बेल उसका रिलीज होने पर वो अपना घर जा पाए, सब कुछ। प्लस हम लोग का वैक्सीनेशन भी हम लोग कोर्ट पुलिस करेक्शनल होम में हम लोग वैक्सीनेशन का भी सेंटर अवेलेबल करवाए। सर ये सब प्रोडक्शन है, एक प्रोडक्शन का मैंने जस्ट एक सैंपल पिक्चर दिया है, वो बारुईपुर सेंट्रल करेक्शनल में साबरमती सेंट्रल जेल अहमदाबाद थ्रू लाइन कनेक्शन वीडियो कॉन्फ्रेंस ई कोर्ट सिस्टम। यहाँ पर सर देखिए वो मैजिस्ट्रेट एंड प्रिजनर्स के साथ उनका वीडियो कॉन्फ्रेंस में प्रोडक्शन चल रहा है, उसका एक सैंपल पिक्चर। सर ये हम लोग का सर ई मुलाकात इज द टोटली वीडियो कॉन्फ्रेंस सिस्टम के थ्रू हम लोग इंटरव्यू करवाते हैं। ई मुलाकात इज ऑफर करेक्शनल होम अलाउ विजिटर रजिस्टर हिमसेल्फ ऑनलाइन एट अहेड ऑफ ए टाइम नोटिफाइड रिलोकेट। ये सर रजिस्ट्रेशन का एक पेज है जो एनपीआईपी डेटा एनपीआईपी पोर्टल में अवेलेबल है। वो प्रिजनर्स के घर वाले खुद ब खुद अपने घर पे मोबाइल के थ्रू हो, लैपटॉप या कोई भी इलेक्ट्रॉनिक उसके थ्रू वो अपना रजिस्ट्रेशन कर सकते हैं, वो प्रिजनर के साथ इंटरव्यू कर सकते हैं। उसके लिए वो रिक्वेस्ट यहाँ से रजिस्ट्रेशन कर सकते हैं, ये फैसिलिटी भी है दिया हुआ है। सर कुछ सैंपल पिक्चर दिया गया है सर, यहाँ पर जो प्रिजनर अपने घर वालों लोग के साथ इंटरव्यू कर रहे हैं थ्रू वीडियो कॉन्फ्रेंस के साथ, किस किस करेक्शनल होम में सर हो रहे हैं, वो उसका भी एक सैंपल पिक्चर मैंने नेम के साथ में प्रेजेंटेशन में दिखाया हुआ है। जैसे बैरकपुर है, बरहमपुर सेंट्रल करे, दमदम सेंट्रल करेक्शनल होम, हावड़ा, लालबाग, रायगंज, ऐसे टोटल सर हम लोग के अवेलेबल 60 करेक्शनल होम में ही हम लोग का वीडियो कॉन्फ्रेंस थ्रू फुल्ली फेस में ई मुलाकात स्टार्टेड है। सर सम अचीवमेंट इन ई प्रिजन्स, सर ई प्रिजन्स में टिल डेट एज मतलब कल तक टोटल नंबर ऑफ प्रिजनर।
सॉरी फॉर इंटरप्शन, आई थिंक आपका जो है ना समझ लिया है जो आप कहना चाह रहे हैं, लेकिन एक क्वेश्चन मेरा ये है कि जैसे आप कहते हैं ना करेक्शनल होम, तो ये जो कैदी लोग हैं जो जेल में बंद हैं, इनके लिए करेक्शन क्या करते हैं आप? ये तो सारा एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव पार्ट है। व्हाट हाउ यू आर इम्प्रूविंग देयर बिहेवियर, या जो भी उन्हें प्रोडक्टिव यूज कैसे करते हैं वो बताइए।
हम मैं actually in West Bengal correctional homes we had an opportunity for vocational training in different like वोकेशनल ट्रेनिंग है, उसके साथ सर एजुकेशनल सपोर्ट भी हम लोग देते हैं। कोई भी सेकेंडरी एजुकेशन से लेकर अप टू पीएचडी तक हम लोग करेक्शनल होम से वो लोग कर सकते हैं। ऐसे भी बहुत सारे एग्जांपल्स हैं जो पीएचडी भी किया है हमारे वेस्ट बंगाल करेक्शनल होम से।
Sir, the time is already up. Could you just conclude now?
Yes. And the others we have we conduct many motivational programs also for our correctional for the prisoners of our correctional homes. We also run.
ठीक है सर, समझ लिया आपकी बात। We have got it. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you.
I don't have any specific question to ask. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Mohit, what is next?
Project we are showing. First project we are showing. This is a Vihan project. We are working with a lot of NGOs. Vihan is one of the NGO that NGO working with AIDS, and AIDS have a lot of problem. In one of the problem is that they are not getting the government facility, mainly the subsidies and pension schemes, because they cannot disclose his name and photographs. But we have 1,338 people collect the forms, not disclose their name and photo, and we given them the pensions. Also, out of 1,300, 7 pairs we have marriage. with SP, collector, and CO. This is the one, some photos of that marriage. Next is the Panand roads, means farm roads. This is the roads from the village to farmers' farm. This is mainly useful for the these farmers for sowing time and harvesting time, because in Marathwada the all area is a black cotton soil, and problem is they are having the very small road to go on their farms. So we started a lot of panans in Maharashtra, that is 1,300 panans we have started here, and this is a unique program in the bid. Next, we are working with the new concept, that is the panchayat. We are taking lot of meeting with the people and taking the 10% of the gram nidhi from the people, and 70% of the money from the EGS. So this is a 33 projects which this building we are showing here that we made here. This is one of the new project in Maharashtra. Next is a rainwater harvesting. We are working with the collaboration with the ICICI Bank, and ICICI Bank in first stage we have selected 100 villages and completed more than 50 villages, and next stage there is 500 villages to have to complete for this purpose. This rainwater harvesting, we are taking the rain from the slab of the every government offices, and those houses have the terrace. Then this collected water we put up in the wells, and so there is an increase of the water level in that villages. Next, this is a big project we are working in the sericulture. This is a drought-prone area in Marathwada. Near about 700 to 750 rainfall is here. We have taken in this year 1,000 acre, largest tree plantation in sericulture, and total is 3,580 hectares. This is some picture. That is the left side. There is a villages in which they make a shade for the sericulture. These villagers give a lot of work in sericulture from EGS schemes. This is a big project we are doing in the Bid district. Another we have facing the problem, that is labor. Those are sugarcane labor. They are going from Bid to another lot of districts, Satara, Sangli, and Kolhapur for the sugarcane cutting. We have made this is one of the identity card. We need code identity card like Aadhaar card. So this will help in accidental cases. They get the Bima facility and other MRHS bill and farm bonds and other facility. This is also unique program in the Bid districts. Next is Amrut Sarovar. This is we are working with the Gujarat group of NGO, that is Aarti group and Siddhi Vinayak group. In this group, we have selected more than 24 villages. The idea is that we are giving the diesel from the Jilla Parishad, that is Pockland and JCB. They are given from the Gujarat group of the Aarti, and people coming, the farmers coming with their tractors and good manure like silted sand, silted material they put up in their farms. So land cultivation is good for the people. This is also a new project that is we are working under with the collaboration of the Gujarat and Siddhi Vinayak group. Next is a file tracker. This is the e-governance program. We have the 17 department and 17 departments. We have more than 1 lakh and files. That 1 lakh file, more than 1 lakh files we have put up as a ABC category. That is A means red, B means green, C means yellow, white means blue color. This e-governance, we can help the people. That is, we can select file or search a file within 1 minute or 2 minutes and given to the people. So in this is e-governance, file tracking and file system in Bid. The another is the best program in Bid. That is senior citizen program. In Marathi, we are calling Thodese Mai Bap. That is the people whose age is more than 60 years. We have survey about more than 80,000 people. Out of 80,000, 1,000 people we selected. And these selected people given the same type of the identity card here we are showing, that is unique code identity card. This is useful because only this 1,000 people get the training like this, and we are giving the sticks for this 1,000 people. Then left side there is a free checking from the government, and also that is a BID medical association also giving the free checking with free medical also for this 1,000 people because of that Jilla Parishad identity card. This is some checking of the people whose age is more than 60. This is we have taken the program before Diwali. We are giving them the sarees and dress. This is given by our Vyapari Association in BID. The collaboration with our senior citizen. We have the lot of program, but time we show you only the 10 project. One project we are showing, that is the one village we have shown here, that is the Johnpot area. We have given the tanker to this that villages, but now these villages is the irrigated villages because of all soil conservation practices we have done with the collaboration with the Pani Foundation, Jal Swarajya, and ICICI Bank, and Gujarat organization. Next, we are showing that is the how the plantation comes, and this Rui is one of the village that is the per capita income is very highest in Maharashtra. It is more than the Kolhapur because these people planted lot of sericulture. We are showing the one village. Hello, sir. We have completed our presentation.
Thank you, sir. Very comprehensive presentation and covering many aspects of the development projects to revive the rural economy and generate a lot of livelihood. Excellent work you are doing. Which is the most difficult project in which you could not get success, and how you want to take up this to address the bottlenecks?
Yes, sir. This is the BD is the drought-prone area. There is the rainfall is near about 750. So we selected those villages. We have the drinking water with the tanker. So we're taking the lot of meeting with the people, and we given the training of the soil conservation. That is, without soil conservation, your tanker cannot be removed from your villages. So a lot of people come with 100 and more than 100, 200, 300 people come with district administration, and they work on their field and also the government lands. We have provided only the NGOs, those NGOs giving the JCB, Falkland and other facilities. And administration give only the diesel for that machine. This is a collaboration of administration, all people of that villages and all the NGOs. This is the main concept behind the all working pattern.
Okay, sir. Thank you from my side.
Sir, you have taken a large number of activities.
Yeah.
So, in order to give you award, what activity we should take up? So, where you have involved some innovation and the results are quick and replicable.
These two activities that we have shown on the videograph, that is one per capita income of the people can be increased within 1 year. That is, the sericulture is the only crop that the farmers can get the lot of money within 6 months. And the second is that we can remove the tanker with the people and NGO. That is the remove of tanker. That is the Amrut Sarovar Yojana. These two projects is my innovative project.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.